My child, I see you. I see the multitude of troubles that surround you, the voices that rise up against you. Perhaps at ISNT an army of soldiers like David faced, but an army of anxieties, an army of betrayals, an army of whispers that say you are not enough, that you are forgotten. You know the unique pain of being wounded by someone you loved and trusted, just as David was wounded by his own son, Absalom. The sting of that betrayal feels personal and deep, as if the very ground you stand on has given way. Many voices, both outside and within, may be telling your soul, there is no help for you in God. They point to your circumstances, your exhaustion, your pain, and they try to convince you that I have abandoned you. I feel the weight of this on your heart. I hear the silent cries when you feel surrounded, misunderstood, and utterly alone. Your struggle is not invisible to me. Before you feel overwhelmed, I want you to listen closely. Stay with me through this message, because in the heart of it, I will reveal to you the divine secret of how to sleep in the middle of your storm, a truth that can transform your nights of anxiety into moments of profound trust. This isn't just a message, it is an invitation into my peace. If you desire a constant source of this strength, subscribe now, so you never have to walk through a valley without hearing my voice of reassurance. Now, let me shift your perspective from the battlefield to the throne room. You see the enemies multiplying, but I see my purpose unfolding. You hear the noise of their threats, but I hear the sound of their eventual defeat. You feel surrounded, but you are surrounded by me. David cried out, but you, O Lord, are a shield about me. Think of this shield. It is not something you must hold up with trembling arms. It is my very presence, enveloping you completely. It deflects the arrows of accusation, the spears of betrayal, and the fiery darts of doubt. This shield is also your glory, the honor and dignity that I bestow upon you, which no person can take away. When the world tries to make you hang your head in shame or defeat, I am the one who lifts your head high, reminding you of who you are in me. Your identity is not defined by your attackers, but by your defender. To help you walk this out, here are 5 spiritual truths drawn from David's own heart and the testimony of my word that you can hold on to today. First, voice your pain directly to me. David did not pretend to be strong. He began his prayer by crying out, Lord, how many are my foes? He was honest about his struggle. In the Garden of Gethsemane, my son, Jesus, did the same. He poured out his soul, saying, my soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Do not suppress your feelings. Bring your fear, your anger, and your sorrow into my presence. When you cry out to me, I hear you from my holy mountain. Your honest prayer is the key that opens the door to my intervention. Second, deliberately declare who I am for you. In the face of overwhelming odds, David shifted his focus from his enemies to his God. But you, O Lord, are a shield, my glory, the one who lifts my head. This is an act of spiritual warfare. When the world tells you you're defeated, you must speak the truth of who I am. The Apostle Paul did this when he stood before kings and rulers. He wasn't defined by his chains, he was defined by his commission from me. Your declaration of faith silences the lies of the enemy. Third, practice rest as an act of faith. David made a radical statement of trust. I lie down and sleep I wake again, because the Lord sustains me. To choose to sleep when your enemies are at the gates is a profound act of worship. It says, my protector never slumbers, so I can. Remember Jesus, sleeping peacefully in the boat during a raging storm while his disciples panicked. He could rest because he knew who his Father was. I invite you to give me your anxieties tonight. Lie down and rest, not because the problem is gone, but because your sustainer is present. Fourth, refuse to be intimidated by numbers. David declared, I will not fear though tens of thousands assail me on every side. Your problem may seem impossibly large, a mountain of debt, a sea of relational conflict, a legion of fears. But no number is a match for me. Remember how the apostles, Peter and John, faced the entire Sanhedrin, the most powerful council of their day, and refused to be silenced. They knew that the one with them was greater than all who were against them. Stand firm in that same truth. Fifth, anchor your hope in my ultimate victory. David ends his prayer not with a question, but with a declaration. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people. He knew the end of the story. Your story, too, does not end in defeat. Salvation, rescue, and victory belong to me. In every situation, My son has already won the ultimate battle. Live from that victory. Proclaim it over your life, your family, and your future. So, my beloved child, take heart. The battle you face is real, but your defender is greater. Your peace does not depend on the absence of enemies, but on the presence of your God. I am your shield. I am your glory. I am the one who lifts your head and gives you peaceful sleep even in the midst of the storm. Deliverance belongs to me, and my blessing is upon you, now and forever. If this message has brought peace to your soul, share it with someone who is struggling. Let them know they are not alone. And subscribe to remain connected to my divine support, so you can be reminded daily that you are seen, you are protected, and you are deeply loved.